Hello everyone, and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 64, with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Welcome. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. Happy Friday to you. So I thought today, since we are now officially in the autumn season, but it's gorgeous outside. It's beautiful here in New York. It's like 75, 80 degrees. I wish this would last all year long. Absolutely love this weather. It's dry, it's beautiful, and I thought we would play with this field journal stamp set, which is super fitting because there's this little chipmunk in here, and our yard, we have chipmunks everywhere. Ziggy, our little stamping kitty here, she loves to check out the chipmunks and chase them around. She's got this little spot where she sits. They have a little, we have this, around our driveway area, we've got these like railroad tied things that kind of hold up the embankment, and the chipmunks have nested down in there, and so she sits at the very end, she perches, and she waits for them to peek their heads out so that she can chase them. So I thought this was super cute. I know it's kind of funny to buy a stamp set just because it has a chipmunk, but the sentiments in here are really nice too. And I love this. Hey everybody, we've got some viewers. Hi Janelle, hi Christina and Philomena and Lori and Arlene. Hi, how are you guys? Yes, I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. And I hope you enjoy this field journal stamp set. I thought I would pair that with some of our super gorgeous Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper here. And yeah, so I think we are gonna get started. All right, let me flip this around. There we go. Oops, I've got to, there we go. So we're not backwards anymore. Okay. So we'll stick this in here. Hopefully you can see everything. So I've got the field journal stamp set here, and this is on page 135 in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. So if you follow my blog, I actually made a super cute card that I posted yesterday using the stamp set that features of three of the critters, the little ladybug, the duck, and the chipmunk here. Isn't that a beautiful sentiment too? Wonderful person like you makes life even better. So that's on my blog. That's at jessbcreativecardiology.com. And I thought about demoing that today, but then as I was prepping, I kept coming up with ideas. So I hope you'll like what I have for you. And while I had that page open, I do want to remind you guys, we are nearing the end of Stampin' Up's Get and Go recruiting promotion, in which case you could get that Queen Anne's Lace stamp set. You can get the So Much Love stamp set, the package of rhinestone jewels, and enough supplies for card kits for 16 projects. You get all of that for free when you join Stampin' Up! This month. And so I'd love to have you on my Creative Cardiology team. You pay just $99. You can choose $125 of whatever you want, and then you get all of that stuff free too. So that's pretty awesome. But that deal ends September 30th. So don't wait, okay? All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me about that. So you can see I've got some supplies prepped here. So I thought for our first card, we would start with some mint macaron. This is a half sheet that's 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to score that right in the middle. That is at the 4.25 mark. Okay, and this will be a vertical card, so we'll leave that right there. Now, I'm not planning on wrapping any ribbon around this card, so I'm gonna go ahead and adhere my early espresso layer. Hi, Gladdy. This is 4 by 5.25. Okay, so if you're just jumping in, we are playing with the Field Journal stamp set that's on page 135 of the annual catalog. Let me check that light here too. There we go. Is that better? Maybe not as much of a shadow on here. Let's see if I can add, there we go. We'll add just a little extra light, and I think that'll be good. Hi, Doris. Okay, so we are adhering down our early espresso layer to our mint macaron. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're just going to build our base here. So I've cut that so it's 1/4 of an inch smaller. And then we've got our gorgeous Gilded Autumn paper. I love this particular pattern because it has all the different leaves on it. And this paper is beautiful. It's got some crumb cake, some early espresso. We've got Cajun craze and mint macaron. And the base here is, behind it all is vanilla. So this one, again, we're gonna go just a little bit smaller. So 3 3/4 by 5. And we're gonna, but see, that side's pretty too. That one's got gold foil on it. So pretty. Okay, so let me stick this down and then we'll get into the fun stamping part. Okay, so we've got that so far. Now I've cut a stitched circle. These are from the Stitched Shapes dies, which, you know, you guys, I even cut extras. These are like my favorite, my most used. So I've used the largest of the Stitched Shapes circles here, and I've cut that out of crumb cake. And you might be thinking, what? Why did you cut that out of crumb cake? Usually if you're going to stamp, you would use like white or vanilla or something like that. Well, I've cut this out of crumb cake because I'm going to show you guys a cool technique for coloring on a little bit darker cardstock. So I'm using my early espresso ink pad here, and I'm going to use the duck. So we'll get our duck all inky. Yep, I guess I did good. And we'll stamp that right here on our circle. Okay, looks good. I am going to clean this right away because that ink pad was apparently super juicy. I don't need my duck inking all over where it's not supposed to. So let me just clean that off real quick. Okay. Oh yes, much better. Clean duck is a happy duck. Okay. All right, so I've got this. Now I'm going to layer this on a scalloped circle of Cajun craze. And for this, I used the layering circles dies. This is the largest of the scalloped circles from this pack. So we'll go ahead and just put some adhesive on the back of this too. So I know it looks, and it's, the scallops just peek out from behind, which is kind of fun. Okay, so before we glue any of this down, I'm gonna pull out my colored pencils. I thought this would be fun. I haven't used these in a little while, and what I do like is on the back, it does list the colors. So I'm thinking I might start, I think I'm gonna use the original set here because I do want some greens and some browns. Let's see, is that one upside down? Let's see what color this is. All right, so Bermuda Bay, it's a little bit, so we have a similar color family to the mint macaron. So we'll go ahead and you can just color right on here, but isn't that cool on the crumb cake that it still shines through? You can still see this, but yet the color is not totally overwhelming. All right, we'll use a little pumpkin pie here. We'll color his little bill orange, and then maybe we'll do, let's try this Calypso. Let's see if this is a little too light. No, I like that. It kind of looks a little pinky red there for his chest. And then let's go ahead, we'll do the little feet, that same color. So I'm just, it's nice that Stampin' Up! Has already done all of the shading in here with the stamp, so it's so nice. And then we can highlight some of these white spots with the white marker. That is what's nice too, is that on these darker colors, that the white pencil actually shows up. Isn't that cool? So let's go ahead. We'll put just a little bit on here. Now, I don't really know my ducks, but I'm assuming this could be like a mallard duck or maybe a wood duck, something like that. So we'll put this in here, and then maybe we'll try a little pop of color. We'll go ahead and use all our colors in here just because we can. And then we'll use our early espresso here. Guess I need to sharpen that one just a little bit. And we'll color this right in. So I love these colored pencils. If you've got them in your stash, now is a great time to dig them out. Our pencils are awesome. The lead is quite soft, so if you are sharpening these, you do want to be careful and just use a very light sharpener on here. You do not want to use an electric sharpener, okay, because that will just be way too much. But just go ahead and use one of the just a little handheld, even just a kid's, sharpener that you can get for $0.25 or something. Yeah, so what do you guys think? I think that turned out really nice. I like that. It's fun to get out our colored pencils sometimes, and it doesn't have to be super intense, but it's nice to do just a little bit of coloring here and there. All right, so this is the original pack of colored pencils. So now that I've got this, let's put some dimensionals on it and pop it up here a little bit. So I'm on the last little bit of this sheet. I've got some new dimensionals here, but you can see we use every last little bit. And I'll just put these all around. Okay. Okay. And then I'll stick this kind of right here. I think I'm gonna do it just a little bit closer to the top. So I'm making equal distance between the top and the two sides, the left and the right. Okay. Isn't that fun? I love that. Okay, so we have some beautiful greetings in here. So I'm thinking maybe using this one. A little kindness makes a big difference. How we do that. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just need to grab a block for that. This one, okay, so the G block is not quite long enough. So I'm going to use this is the H block, so that'll be perfect. All right, we'll get this off to the side. Hi, Nicole, how are you? Yes, hey, Susan. All right, thank you guys for joining me. We are stamping with the Field Journal stamp set. We've got some Gilded Autumn paper. We've used our colored pencils, and now we're gonna make just a little bit of a tag here for our greeting. So I'm stamping on a scrap piece of Very Vanilla with our early espresso. That's perfect. So that's just a little 1/2 inch piece of cardstock there. And then I think we could just go ahead and snip this. Let's make sure we're straight. Yep, I think we did pretty good. We've even got an extra for another card there. All right, let me put some dimensionals on this too. Might as well try to use these up, right? Does it drive you nuts to have like just a half sheet? I don't want to waste anything or put on more than I need to, but I'm like, oh my gosh, let's open a new pack here. All right, so let's put this, I don't want to hide his feet. What do you guys think? Should I put it there, like center it underneath the duck? Or should I put it kind of up here, overlapping the duck? What do you think? Underneath or overlapping? What do you guys think? So while we're kind of waiting on that, I'll wait for your responses. I'm going to dig out, this is the Basket Weave and Metallic Ribbon Combo Pack that goes along with the Gilded Autumn Suite in this paper pack. And I think we'll use some of this pretty copper foil ribbon, and nothing too fancy, but let's make just a little bow. So I got my toaster tongs here. Grab just a little bit, tuck that down over the top, and then tie it in a knot. Okay. And I'll trim this off. Come on. There we go. Okay. So this will be good. I can just trim this down a little bit. Somehow my ribbon got a little twisted. I'm going to try to turn that right side out. There we go. All right, so that looks a little bit better. So let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll just mount this right underneath. We'll center it underneath the duck. And then we'll grab a glue dot. All right, where are my glue dots? It wouldn't be a craft session with Just Be without losing the glue dots. Here we go. All right, so we'll stick our little bow right here. And kind of tack this on. All right, this is a little bit twisted. I'm gonna hold it straight and then, there we go, and then trim it just how I want it. There we go, what do you guys think? That's my fun field journal duck card here. So I'm gonna show you how you can change up things just a little bit. And we'll make another card here using the field journal set, as well as using the same print. So let me stick this over here. We'll highlight it underneath my September host code. So if you'd like to place an order this month, before the month ends, my code is 64XUQY72. Oh, thank you, Lori. Oh, thank you, Luann. Yes, I see some hearts and some flowers. Thank you, Philomena. So I've got that there. All right, so our second card here, we're using a base of crumb cake. Again, this is 5.5 by 8.5. And there's my bone folder hiding underneath my colored pencils. Okay, so go ahead and score this. This one is going to be a landscape, so a horizontal card. On this one, I've cut my layer of Very Vanilla. So we're kind of starting with a similar layout, just to start with. And then you'll see how I kind of change that up a little bit. Okay, so this Very Vanilla piece is 4 by 5.25. Again, we've got just 1/4 of an inch border all the way around it. Now we're going to add a pop of color with our Cajun Craze, and this piece is 3 inches by 5.25. All right, so 3 by 5.25, and I'm gonna layer this right on top as well. Okay, and I'm going to place this a little bit closer to the top. I still want to be able to have a little Very Vanilla peeking out, but I'm going to stamp my sentiment right here along the bottom. So we'll go ahead and put that on, and then we'll tie it all in. I love this pattern of the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, and I thought it worked so well with the field journal stamp set because we've got the ducks and the chipmunks and the ladybugs and all these fun kind of fall creatures that come out and hide among the bushes. All right, so this piece is 2.5 inches, so it's 2.5 inches there. And again, it's 5 1/4 inches long. So 2.5 by 5 1/4. And that allows us to have a little border of the Cajun craze along the top and the bottom. All right, well, it looks like I placed that on just a little bit crooked. Let's see. Let me try that one more time. I didn't press it down too hard. Either I cut my paper crooked or I didn't get it placed on straight. So let's try that one more time. All right, it's a little bit better. There we go, it's Friday. Everything's a little crooked on Friday. All right, so now I've again used my Stitched Shapes dies, and these are the, let's see, on the duck we used the largest, and for this card I used not the smallest but the second, so the second size up here for the very vanilla pieces. I did die cut 3 of those. And rather than do a scalloped on here, because I want to do all 3, and they just barely fit. So I took my 2-inch circle punch, and that makes the perfect layer for these. So let me stamp these first, and then we can layer them up. I thought with this, yeah, I think I'm going to do these pretty little ladybugs. So we'll do these on here, although I'm torn. Let's see, because the ladybug fits so nicely on here, but the chipmunk is so cute. All right, maybe we'll do the chipmunk. I don't know, it's hard. I like them all. So let's see how much of the chipmunk gets cut off. All right, so I kind of missed his ear on that one. Maybe we'll put this one on the left. Let's see if I can get it a little more centered here. Okay, that one came out pretty good. Maybe that'll be our center one. Okay, so we'll do 3 little chippies here. And now that we've got them stamped, we'll put these on our, I'm gonna ink up, or sorry, put my adhesive on all 3 of these. And then we'll go ahead and just layer them on top of our Cajun Craze 2-inch circles. That gives us just a little bit of a peekaboo out from behind there. Nice little pop of color. Okay. Now for the 2 that go on the left and the right, I'm going to adhere these straight down, and then on the center one, we'll put our dimensionals on this. And look at that, I had exactly 3. Perfect, now my sheet is done and I can toss that. All right, so let's stick these down. And we'll try to get this fairly close to the center here. Gonna come in just a little bit from the side. All right, looks like they're about even. And then we'll put our 3rd one right in the middle. Kind of plop him up here. Isn't that cute? What do you guys think? Should we color this little guy a little bit, since I've got my colored pencils out here still? Maybe we'll do just a little bit of the espresso here. We'll just kind of lightly color this in a little bit. will make him stand out. So cute. And then let's come in a little bit with the, I know we're using Bermuda Bay, but it's a little bit lighter, but that way we can just create just a little bit of a contrast. So it'll be like, have him be in the grass or on a branch or something, enjoying his acorns. Actually, I think that's what that is. Maybe I should try to change that just a little bit. Let's do kind of highlight this just to make it a little bit darker so that you can tell that is an acorn that he's got right in his little paws. Okay. Hi, Miriam. How are you? Oh, thanks, Philomena. Yeah, I just thought that was so cute. And again, I love the sentiments here. So let's pull in. We've got room. Let's do our longer one here. The one that says, this one, it says, a wonderful person like you makes life even better. So let me clean off the previous stamp so that we can use the same block. Okay, I'll just stick that there. Try not to lose it. Okay, let's come in. I think I will do that early espresso. Okay. And then I'm going to place this over here towards the right. Oh, beautiful. Love it when it comes out just like I want it. And then now we need something to just accent it a little bit. So I've pulled out my gold gilded gems here. I thought that'd be kind of fun. So let's take one of these and we'll just kind of place it here by our words. And then let's take a couple of smaller ones and we'll just kind of accent them around the card a little bit. There we go. So fun. Yeah, I love this gilded, it's kind of fun to say, gilded gems, gilded autumn. Yeah, I love it. I think they came out super cute. So again, this is the Field Journal stamp set. It's one of those that originally I kind of overlooked. And then my friend Kim made a fun little card for one of our team swaps. Let me show you her design too that fits in here. Isn't that pretty? Super simple and pretty. She used the little, at first I'm like, what are these leaves? But there are little flowers, like little like oxeye daisies here. And then she stamped a little ladybug up the side. So it's just a few variations. Let me pull them all in. So those are the ones we made today. And then this cute one from my team member, Kim. And then this is the one that's on my blog at creativecardiology.com that I posted there yesterday. So I hope that gives you some fun ideas for the Field Journal stamp set. Again, that's on page 135 of the annual catalog. I think you guys would really enjoy that. And so I appreciate you stamping with me today and popping in. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Friday, a great weekend. I think it should be beautiful. Our leaves are starting to change, so it's starting to look a little like a gilded autumn here in upstate New York. I do like that. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Philomena and Luann. Well, you guys take care. And again, if you are interested in the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit, if you join my Creative Cardiology team this month, you'll get absolutely free the Queen Anne's Lace stamp set, So Much Love stamp set, the Rhinestone Gems, and you'll get the 16 card kit as well. So fabulous deal. This is all in addition to that $125 of product that you can choose. You pay just $99, you get free shipping. So happy Friday to you. Happy stamping. And we'll see you again soon. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.